Hi guys, so I thought it would be fun to share with you today the way I organize our stateroom on a cruise. So we are on the Carnival Pride cruise this week and we're all settled in. This room is lived in. There's 4 people staying in here. So it might be a little bit disheveled and not perfect, but I just want to show you how I organize all of our stuff in this really small room to survive through the week. So I watched a lot of these videos before I left for my cruise, so I thought it would be something to share and just to show you some new tricks and ideas that I've kind of figured out for myself this week as we've been away. So I hope that this is helpful to you in some way, and let's turn the camera around and I'll show you our room. Okay, so when you walk right through the front door here, right here I just have my beach bag, and then underneath it I have like this little backpack that I use for when we go to the different ports and things. So those are just put aside and all ready for easy access at any time. And then I just also have a baseball cap up there. And something creative that I figured out to do on this trip was I purchased these bins from the Dollar Tree, and they're corralling all of our shoes. So I bought 2 of them, and everybody can just put their shoes in here. It just pulls right out. So that's working really well, and it's allowing us more space in these cabinets over here where we have all of our clothing hanging up. And I'll just show you that really quickly. So in this first closet we have all of our formal wear hanging up. And then in the second closet is more casual, kind of like not really formal wear, but just things that need to be hung. So these are some of my daughter's dresses and some of my husband's, you know, just kind of more dressier shirts. And then he has his dress shoes down there. I did keep the dress shoes separate. And then in this very last closet, I use the shelves for myself and my daughter. So up here I have bathing suits and pajamas. And then down here on the second shelf, I just have all of like my warmer clothes, jeans and sweatshirts. And over on this side, I have all of my short sets put together, and I just have my denim jacket thrown up here too. And then I am sharing the space with my daughter, so that's all her stuff. That's how she organizes it. It is what it is. And then underneath here in this space, I have one of our pop-up hampers. And once this one is all filled up, I'll go ahead and replace it with another one that I have. So that's a great way just to kind of organize all of your clothes and separate all of the dirty stuff. I definitely highly recommend investing in some of these pop-up hampers. And then over here on the countertop, I have this power strip, which you really need one of those because there's very little plugs in here. And over here I have my hair dryer and my straightening iron and the phone charger. That's pretty much the only things that I'm using right now for plugging things in. So I have everything over here. And then here is our little towel elephant that was in our room today. And this section is just where we have a couple of bottles of wine that we brought. I have some extra Ziploc bags back here just because you never know when you're gonna need them. And this is just kind of where everyone is corralling their sunglasses, jewelry, hair ties, C-bands, just whatever is all kind of going in this tray. And then we have our water over here. And on this very skinny countertop, you can see running along here, I just have my makeup bag, and some of my camera stuff is just laying around because I'm using my camera right now. And I've been using this dry erase board. I've been, you know, leaving notes for the man who's taking care of our room and just random stuff. So tomorrow is August 7th. That's actually our anniversary, and we're going to the spa, and it's a day at sea, so I just put that there. It's getting pretty black and gross because the kids have been playing with it and drawing, but it's actually really come in handy this trip. So I highly recommend having something like that, or even like this where you can just jot notes down. These walls are magnetic, so you can hang all kinds of stuff up, and it's really working out well. I have my corkscrew here, and then we have an excursion coming up, so I have our tickets up here as well. I just have it, I bought a whole bunch of these like magnetic clips, and they work out really well for keeping track of things, and you can like utilize your entire wall to hang that type of stuff on if you choose. And what I ended up using this for was I wrote down every day and what the attire is. So I have like formal, casual, Caribbean, and I also wrote next to it if we have an excursion that day, and then at the bottom I wrote out what I was wearing so that I know what outfit to grab every night. So I just thought that was a handy little tool for the room. And then you can see there's this entire desk area above where I am keeping all of the shoes in those Dollar Tree bins. So here is where they have a blow dryer for you, and it's also where we're putting our extra phone chargers and just any kind of charging cords that we have, earbuds, things like that. All those wires are going in there. And then I believe this is where my daughter is keeping her undergarments, so I'm not going to open those up. This is where she's keeping her bathing suits. And then this is where she's keeping all of her like makeup bags and things. So that's just kind of her little space. And then in this top drawer of the desk, I have a binder, and in the binder I have all of the receipts printed for the excursions that I've booked, and you know, things that I pre-purchased for the room, like our case of water and our spa treatments and stuff like that. So this binder has all of our important stuff. I also had our boarding passes in here, birth certificates, all that. And then I'm saving all of the fun time little brochures that they leave in your room every night. I'm just keeping them here in this drawer too for reference. If we want to see what's going on every day, we can keep track of that. Everything's in the drawer. Over here is where we have the refrigerator, and I'm not really gonna show you that because I don't have much in it other than our anniversary cake. So that is that. And then over here is where Madison is keeping all of her clothes. And this is Miss Madison's area, and she just has everything nicely folded. She has her little makeup bag here and all of her hair stuff, and believe it or not, it is organized. I can see bathing suits and pajamas, and then down here she has all of her short sets. So she did a pretty good job with that space, and that's where all of her stuff is. I moved the trash can over here so that I was able to corral the shoes on the other side of the room. My husband chooses to live out of his suitcase, so if that's what he wants to do, that's just fine. And then over here, in these little cubbies, I like to have a bottle of water when I wake up in the morning. So I have bottles of water down here, and I also have some magazines in case I want to just relax and look through a magazine, which I haven't done yet. And I found the best use for this Pocket Plus that I bought when we were in Cape May, and I'll try to find the link to the website that sells this. But this is magnetic, and you're supposed to clip it like on your pants, but check this out. How perfect is this? So I can have it right next to me, right by the bed. So this was like one of my favorite things this week. This worked out so perfectly. And then you can see above my daughter Emily's bed here, I have another magnetic hook just to hang up a couple of her hats, so that's really coming in handy. And then over here I have more water, and then in this little cubby I have all of my coconut water, and I'm just putting a couple in the fridge at a time. Underneath the bed is a great space to organize your luggage. And then headed into the bathroom, I'm going to show you my favorite organizational thing that I have going on, which I'm going to come back to this in a minute. Here in the shower, I'm using the soap dish to keep our conditioner. We're using the shampoo and the shower gel. It works well enough. I'm not crazy about the shampoo, but with a good conditioner, I'm making it work. And then I'm using this to hold all of our little bath puffs. And then I actually had this little plastic tray to keep a bar of soap that we have in there. And then we have these little shelves on the side of the vanity, and on the top I just have like some sprays, just some room sprays. And I'll leave a link below for this room spray. It's from the Columbia Fragrance Company, and they also have like all of those Disney scents that I like the Polynesian and the Beach Club and all that. So that's kind of how I discovered them. My daughter's keeping some of her jewelry up there, feminine products over here, and then this is where we're keeping everybody's toothbrushes. I'm using the glass that they provided just to hold them all in. And Right underneath this tray is just the dishes that we're using pretty much daily. I like to fill these up with coffee in the mornings. And then here we just have all of our brushes, and then I have my makeup remover stuff, and then up here is just my husband's stuff. So now let's go over to my favorite thing that I have going on, and that's this over-the-door organizer. And you can see how much stuff this thing holds, and it's been working out wonderfully. So let me just show you very quickly what I have organized in here. Clorox wipes, totally love having these on vacation so I can wipe everything down, especially since the kids have been sick. And then I have hair products, my daughter's just stuff that she needs. It's her own personal things that she uses. I have some more hair products over here. And then over here I have like Bengay and icy hot patches and things like that. Over here, some of the Tide stain sticks and one of these little like lint rollers. And over here I have first aid, all nail stuff, nail polish remover, nail clippers, stuff like that. And I try to categorize like in regards to you know, what you need the product for, whether it's for your hair or for your stomach or you have a cold, whatever the case may be. So this is for stomach issues, this is for allergies, this cubby is what is this cubby for? Oh, it's like makeup removers, and I have all of our like shaving things in there. And then over here I have scissors, cotton balls, Q-tips, things like that. And then I also have this face sunscreen that I put on every single morning underneath my makeup. And I actually have some extra little slots here, which is great in case the kids or my husband need to use it for something. And then over here I have some Alka-Seltzer. We have some colds going on. So above that we have, this is all motion sickness stuff. So in this little Ariel tin that Q-tips come in from the dollar store. I love using these. These have our extra C bands, and then I just have like Dramamine and anything for motion sickness. And then this is stuff for having a cold, more stuff for having a cold because everyone here seems to have one. And then I have pain medication, Advil and children's pain reliever. And then down here is some Hawaiian Tropic After Sun body moisturizer, and then I have extra sunscreen, and then my daughter has her little sunglasses here. So I really am enjoying having this trip. Everything is so easily accessible. Definitely my favorite thing that I did this year in organizing our cabin. And so that is everything that I do to keep our room organized on a cruise. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found some of this information helpful to you in planning your next trip. So I hope that you guys enjoyed my little room tour and how I organize everything in our stateroom for a cruise. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you real soon. Take care. Bye.